I'm Foxy and I'm playing Ragnorium today, which is a planet recolonization simulator. So I've been playing this game for a little bit. I just want to get into it. It's kind of not as well known as far as I can tell, but I'm really enjoying it. So I want to bring a little attention to it, a little light. So Hermes 1 is a colossal colonization space station capable of creating life and technology. It is considered to be one of the most remarkable creations humankind have created. You are one of the commanders aboard the Hermes 1, tasked with a critical mission to colonize a planet and create a new chapter in human history. Use the station's limited resources in the most efficient manner and deploy smaller colonization vessels to create optimal survival conditions for humanity. So I want to do a couple of series of this, and just for the first one I'm going to be reading like most of the things through the game, just for those who haven't seen the game, and like later on I'll probably just play the game a bit quicker. So out of all the planets, I want to complete the first planet. I don't know how to complete the planet. I don't know if there is an end time or if you just kind of keep playing forever until, like, I don't know if there's an actual story, but we'll try and see how we go. For the first launch, you don't have many options. As you do more launches later on, you kind of unlock more options. So with the first one, you need 3 clones and 1 cargo pod. We can have Arabian clones, European clones, and a cargo pod. I normally just go 2, 1, 1. Later, we're going to get American clones, Russian clones, bigger cargo drops, augmentations, which is perks, radar, which is a mini-map, astro clones, and then you get a water tank later on. I don't really know the difference between the different clones. If you know the difference, can you please explain to me? So one of the things with this game is that it's in early access, but it seems to be quite active in early access. So what I mean by that is that when I try to look, I kind of do a little bit of research, or like look at how other people play the game, or even just look up tips or strategies or builds. It seems as though like about a month ago, this is what, middle of February 2021, this game came out in, I think it was like middle of 2020, maybe it was about August. Certain updates have kind of changed the game positively. Like it's not like it hasn't broken the game or like absolutely made it a completely different game, but it's added kind of another, I would say, if you've played the game a couple of months ago and you haven't played it now, I would suggest going back to it because it seems like it's changed enough to warrant going back to it. If you've never seen the game, then this is a pretty good time to start. So how we're going to work is that to advance throughout the game, as far as I can tell, you have technology and research. So research are generally objectives that you have to discover or you have to do. You can send clones to that objective, and then once you complete it, you get that research, you get that objective complete. Once that objective is complete, what happens is you get an influence point. You can spend 8 influence points on a drop, which is launching new clones into your where you are, or you can use those research points on events. So events are like random, not kind of random, but things that happen at the start of day 2, and then they kind of can have positive and negative effects. So I really like this place right here. So normally you want to drop somewhere with a lot of trees and a flat surface. So this place over here seems to kind of satisfy a bit of both. And I'm not too far from the water, should I ever need to go to that water, but we also need this thing down here, which is pretty good. It brings you back to life. So I think that's a bear pit. I actually like bear pits because I farm the bears. So bear pits, you have bears spawned every, I don't really know how often they spawn, but they spawned every now and then. We have our Koopa, Curson, and Peach. Watch. See them drop down. And let's get started. Okay, so first thing I want to do is just pause time. I want to pick my level 1 person, so let's pick Curson. I want them to equip the computer. So what that means is that you can get colonists to do things, and your research is done by holding the thing called the quantum computer. This is the quantum computer here. If someone is actually holding the quantum computer, they'll pretty much be the main person doing that research. So as they stand up, which one's person? Person is running, pick up the quantum computer. This tooltip here is just telling me that I'm not going to do a tutorial, so I'm just going to kind of skip through this a little bit. Next thing we need to do is pick out where we're going to build. So construction is determined by construction zones. So as you can see, we have some zones over here we can unlock. It's the first 2 or 3 zones are free. I think it's 3. The first 3 zones are free, but after that you have to pay. So I kind of want to make sure whatever zone I'm picking is the zone I'm going to be building my base on. And so I like flat surfaces, a ridge right here. So I think I'm going to start building my base right about, I can build it right here. I kind of want to build my base in a, let's kind of build it in like this area right here. So I can go here. I don't really want to build there. I want to build here actually. we have a lot of our trees over here, which is a little bit annoying. Which means I'll probably want to build it here, expand here and here, and build like in an L shape. Because I can clear these bushes pretty quickly and get this tree out of the way. Sounds like a good plan. Sounds like a good plan to me, friends, which means we'll start here. Go 1, 2, 3. Let's just get all these plots unlocked straight away. So, start on this one. Now that you have your construction zone, your building zone unlocked, you want to put a resource zone. Resource zone is where you gather resources. So at the moment, I want to be putting all my resources. You don't have to put your resource zone on a zone that you've built to construct on. You can put your resource zone wherever you want. So that's one other thing to know. I didn't realize that at the start of the game. I'll just go put my resource zone in this corner right here. Awesome. Let's do that. Now they picked up the computer. Let's get everyone cutting these trees. Let's start an objective. Normally the first one I get is first cut. Just means we have to get 5 wood. And then let's start unlocking our first objective. Genesis. As soon as I finish one person, I'm going to leave the scientists to be doing this the whole time. As soon as you're finished, I want you to start clearing. Okay, so that. Start harvesting this cargo box. So your scientists will be researching as long as they're near the quantum computer. So if I click on the quantum computer here, click on research, we have a research speed of 8. Your clone, sorry, that's researching. If that clone is not doing a task and that they can actually physically work on the computer, which actually makes them research much quicker. Come on. The next one I want to do is wood hoarder. So while I've got people working on wood, I just want to get all the wood gathering objectives out of the way. So I need to finish this cargo point, and then I want to try and get this wood hoarder done as well. So ideally, I need to get 8 influence to get the next drop. I try to get the first drop before 12 o'clock. If I can do things well, I can get 3, maybe 4 drops before day 2. And day 2 is when the events start happening, so that's when I start having to use influence on something that isn't a drop. So we've got Commander level 2. Commander levels unlock new research zones, unlock new research. So we're still gathering this wood. We've completed that research. Next one we want to do is campfire basics. Okay, we're harvesting them. So Curson has now completed scientist. So what scientist is a little perk that gives you +1 research speed. It pretty much means that I want Curson to be doing all the research for more or less the entire game. +1 speed isn't an amazing amount, but it's a lot better than nothing, so we're definitely just going to take what we can get. Once we've finished getting wood hoarder, we're pretty much not going to be doing any more wood gathering for quite a bit. So what I was waiting for is for the stone to be gathered. Now that the stone is gathered, can you come back over here, my friend? Thank you. The stone is gathered, and I'm going to drop down the table down here. Why can't I build it right here? What? Invalid construction location. Okay, cool, that's rude. My friend, you need to hit that like 2 more times, and we get wood hoarder done. Please. Don't worry about picking that up. Just hit the tree. Okay, we've got it. Awesome. Now the wood hoarder finished. Let's get primitive crafting. What we have to do for primitive crafting is build this crafting table. And for some reason, it's not letting us build right here. Why? Okay, we'll put it there then. That's a bit. I'd rather have that much closer, but that's fine with me. Campfire basics is on its way to being finished. Okay, so normally I would cancel this from, but I want to cancel this. Research campfire is finished. Research, I really want to research. So finished primitive crafting. So now we want 2 sticks. Sticks are your first basic weapons. Now that we're building sticks, we want to unlock stick barriers. So all we need to do is create 2 sticks. After you're finished, shake. So I want somebody to be building these sticks. Let's get this gathered up. Still doing the research. You, my friend, thank you. So we have 15 wood. We have plenty of wood to build sticks. We only need 2 to build 6. So now I just want to, after we gather this, I want to get everyone gathering, what's it called, leaves. Leaves are what we need to actually get our clothing. So we're pretty much butt naked right now. Go to the status. We're all barefoot, which means we lose energy. So we need to get shoes as soon as we can. We all have our reproductive organs exposed. So getting some pants will make us, I think that means we get happier. Yeah, you lose happiness. So the sooner we can get pants, the sooner we can be happy. Fair enough, no one wants to be running around nude in a planet you're trying to recolonize, but you have to just bear with me, boys. It's 9:30 and we're almost halfway through our quests. So with the bears, I want to let the first bear spawn, and then I want to pretty much get all my colonists on him and just smack him. And then I'm gonna farm the bears for fur and animal fat and like whatever they drop. Hopefully I can find another bear home. I can farm him as well. I don't know if I'll find one around me. Can I pick that up soon? Got a bear home? No, that's stone. So I might use this time while we're gathering just to look around a little bit. Is there any more bear homes down here? Nope. Also, the water's really close. It's like right there. Okay, awesome. Water shouldn't be a huge problem now. This stick is going to be finished in 3, 2, 1, 0. Stick warriors, finished. So now we want to make sure Cooper, since Cooper's level 3, I generally like my level 3 people to do all my fighting. Next objective is going to be campfire. Campfire, this is something you're going to have your colonists sit around during nighttime. So you want to build it somewhere kind of close to where all our action is happening. And why can't we build here, dude? I want to build it right. Oh, there we go, perfect. Prioritize this. So I don't like to cancel these if they're midway. I like to just let them finish and not kind of waste. Otherwise you waste like 5-10 seconds. As soon as you're finished, stop that, you can build from. Okay. We finish zones. Wooden base. Wooden base is what we need to actually start building our base. So are you going to be my friend? So we're gathering what we put down. Can we get to this place? You should be doing, after you do this, you should be doing this right now. Awesome. So I don't want the scientists to be doing any fighting. Let's give the weapons to, let's give our captain a weapon as well. Finish that, awesome. Homopathy is what we need to start building bandages eventually. So homopathy, so on the way to homopathy we have one villain, one NPC, sorry. So how this works is you can check out the objective and then you can send a person to it. Because there's only one person we have to kill, I'm only going to send one person. If there was 2, I might send 2 people. We shouldn't wake up these eggs. I think they only aggro if you attack them. They don't aggro passively. So here's our fire. That's the range of the fire. Keep that in mind for later on. That will be very important. Leaves, we have 6. I want to gather as many leaves as I can, as quickly as I can. Wooden base, we're on the way to doing. I need to get to Commander level 3 as quickly as possible. How close are we to level 3? We should be getting level 3 after this. Once you get level 3, there's an objective that I want to get ASAP, so I might just cancel Wooden Base. Not cancel, but I'll stop researching it. You get to keep the research points that you put into it, so it doesn't go to waste. Alright. Where are you going? Oh, okay, you're fighting. Next objective. Let's do Flint. Someone's in combat. Can you forge this straight away? Forge, please, 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 please. While yes, thank you, sir. Why ran out there? Okay, so while we're waiting for him to forge this, let's go and check out Flint. There are 2 enemies here. So I want to send both of my people who have sticks. So that would be Koopa and Peach. But I'm going to wait till Koopa comes and returns the dandelions. So the dandelions here, these flowers, they're what you use to build surgery kits. So surgery kits is what activates what you need to use just about when you're just about to die. So the sooner I can get surgery kits, the better. 317, 319, level 3. Okay, as soon as you unlock level 3, start doing homopathy. Actually, no, homopathy was unlocked once. Where are you going? We've already got this, dude. No, don't worry about that. I'm gonna send you all the way just for one. So Cooper and Captain. So wait until Cooper goes and puts this down. She's taking the long way. As soon as you put that down, I want you guys to run out and start doing flint. Okay, put her down, put her down, put her down, put her down. Awesome. Keep going, boys. Okay, are you gonna be doing any... Thank you, just get leaves. So homopathy is what we need for bandages, which I want bandages as soon as possible. As soon as we get bandages, I want to unlock objectives level 2. So at the moment, we can only access these objectives. And once we finish them, we'll get our first job. To actually get your second job, you need to unlock objectives level 2. But before you do that, I'd rather have bandages, because there's quite a lot of fighting that happens in your second drop. So I'd rather be safe and get these objectives out of the way. I'll get the bandages first, and then the objectives. So we're gonna aggro. Hopefully we can kill him and then before you start to aggro us. No, don't switch your aggro. This is probably the worst thing. We take maximum damage on this. That's not too bad. Could be worse. Can I get this flint? So flint is what we need to what's it called? Excuse me. Big cactus. So I'll gather that water. And we might as well gather this. So ideally I want them to pick up the flint each, gather the water, and gather this before they come back. The scientist is still back here doing his work. So he's passively doing research and getting leaves. I want as many leaves as possible because I'm going to be doing a lot of building soon. Trying to fire. This is our last task. So let's go to Cooper. Okay, he's going straight to store items. What are you storing? You have flint? And you have flint. Okay, we can store them later since I'm not going to do that. Burn peach. Okay, you guys should be able to deal with these. They're only worms, they do minimal damage. Once they gather together, they're going to finish off that objective, which is how far away? Okay, on the way there, you'll be running into 1, 2, 3. So with the worms, you can skin them to get leather and animal fat, which I used to highly prioritize leather, but I've kind of got to the point where I don't think it's that useful. I don't know if I'm looking at this wrong, but I'd rather not waste my time getting it. So I might get some leather, but I'm not going to go out of my way to send colonists who could be prioritizing other stuff. Oh, there's another bear pit. Okay, so let's try to memorize what this is. So we have one bear pit in our base, pretty easy. The next bear pit is, if we look at this as our central view, because there isn't really north, west, south in my opinion, or as far as I can tell. So to the east of my here, and I just kind of go this way. Follow this ridge, and the bear pit is right there. Okay. This objective should be finished by just before 12. That's great for me. Someone is bleeding. That's terrible. Can you skin this guy while you're here? One of you skin him. Thank you. Alright. Finished. So it's 9:40. Our next launch. So I'm not sure. There's a few ways you can do this. With the launches, you can decide how many clones you want and how much cargo you want. For me, I personally try and get as many clones as I can, as quickly as I can, and I'm trying to get to 15 clones. The reason I choose 15 is that there's 5 different types of clones, and I try and get 3 of each. Now, I don't know if that's the smart way. I don't know if it's better to get like only 1 or 2 clones in the first launch and just prioritize getting lots of resources. That way you can expand faster. But I kind of have the mentality that many hands make light work, and the sooner I can get those hands, the sooner I can get that work to be lighter. It just, there's the downside of that, there's a heavy investment of getting them equipped with clothing and getting them kind of set up, which takes a while. But if I look at each clone kind of puts in the work for themselves, It does take a long time to gather all the resources that they need, but there's 6 extra people gathering resources. Is it 6 or 5? I think it's 5. So we can get the Mark II, just 6 people in the module. We already have 2 Arabian clones. We have 1 European, so let's go 1 European, 2 American. And this is where you can kind of switch it up. Now this gives me 2 day supplies for 2 colonies, for 2 clones. I'm gonna get this. And so now if I do this, I'm gonna have 3 Arabian, 3 European. So now I have all the Arabian European clones I need. I'm gonna get an extra American clone in the next one and probably try and get some more cargo. So I only have very basic cargo, which kind of sucks, but I'm gonna be relying on the gathering that I can do with my hands, not so much the gathering from the dropship. Although there are some resources that the dropship gives you that is very difficult, or I'm gonna say impossible, quote unquote, to get early on. So such as stone is hard to get in the early phases, scrap is hard to get, and a few other resources like stem pack and bandages and all that. I'm pretty much trying to unlock my bandages straight away. I'm prioritizing that right now. So here's the plan. Every single clone that's just dropped is going to be gathering leaves. Actually, every single clone I have is going to be gathering leaves, and I want to get to 50 to 60 leaves. I'm going to count how much leaves and wood I need to make one complete, to fully clothe someone. And then I'm going to times that by, I dropped 5 clones this time. I had 3. I think I have 8 people right now, or do I have 9? So I'm going to make sure everyone's clothed, and then I'm going to be doing the next phase. But I'm also going to be building another crafting table, so my crafting happens twice as fast. I tried doing 3 crafting tables, but I think like 3 might be a bit too much. So if I can use my memory, I can't remember where we started. It'll show us on the map if I can see it, but we started somewhere near what I can't. So we got Barry, Joker, Daydream, Buttercup, and Aiden. We have 5 people. Let's just switch straight away. We got all these people. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Alright, so everyone gather these by getting leaves. Those 4. Gather some leaves from here. Gather some leaves from here. So Bushman, we already unlocked Bushman. Who's Bushman? Oh, I forgot to do one thing. So you go to my scientist, put you in research. Bushman, who's Bushman? Daydream, you're gonna be now my forager. Because you like gathering bushes. So what Bushman does is... Where's Bushman? What's this? So it's now midday. Bushman, so you gather bush harvest speed increased by 40%. That's Daydream right there. Objective, let's go to seal capsules. So we need to send 3 people. We got 21 leaves, so let's start getting some sticks sent around. And we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's build another crafting table. Let's prioritize this. And let's get... Who's gathering stuff back here? Crafting wood, research. Wait, where's Peach? So have they already come back? Who is this? Okay, I do not remember why you guys are running out here for. Oh, I see, gather that water. Okay, I feel like I don't really need that water right now. Cancel that. But thank you though. Gather this on your way back. So let's go to... There isn't really a big rush to finish this as quickly as possible because the first one was getting to 8. Now that we've got to 8, we can't go to the next drop until we get our objectives 2. Objectives 2 will be unlocked once I finish Homopathy. So we're kind of on the way to getting Homopathy. We're just hoarding leaves right now. The Daydream's complete harvesting the bush. Cancel that. Let Daydream do it. Oh no, Daydream doing that one. Damn it. I'm kidding, dude. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. Daydream do that one. Get this harvested. Get this built. So let's calculate how much we need for one full person. So wood, we need 1 wood, 2 leaves. So now we need 2 wood, 5 leaves. Now we need 2 wood, 7 leaves. Now we need 2 wood. 7 plus 2, 9. 9 leaves. Now we need 4 wood, 9 leaves. Okay. Research. Objectives level 1. So to finish one person, we need 4 wood and 9 leaves. So that times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 4 times 4, 8 times 4 is 12, 24? No, 32. So we need 32 wood, and then was it 9 times 4, which is 9 times 4, quick maths, 36. 9 times 4 is 36. So we need 36 leaves and was it 24 wood? Oh man. 4 and 9. I feel like we need a lot more leaves than that. So at the moment we have 43 leaves. And we have 1 stone. Which kind of makes me want to gather. So that bush is finished. That bush is almost finished. So now I'm kind of thinking I might build a 3rd crafting table. So telepathy table needs stone. So let's get the telepathy table done as quickly as we can. The crafting table can fit here, I'm pretty sure. Let's leave some space for it. Excuse me. Can we not put you here? Construction. Really? Please. Yep. We're just gonna have to work with putting you. Yeah, you're making me feel really. Dude, it's gonna mess up my line. Damn it, dude. Oh, you know what? That's fine. Just put it there. We can always move you if we really need to. So let's give all my level 3s a stick. So we'll start with Joker. Weapon. And we'll give, who's other level 3? Buttercup.
Commander.
You already got a stick? Aiden, you're level 3. So how many people is in skill capsule? 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna send 3 people with sticks. So, can you cancel that? Can you go pick up the stick, please? Thank you. So we're gonna be sending our first level 3. So we're gonna send Cooper. Joker, you holding the stick yet? You are not. Where's Joker? Joker, my friend. Can I? Joker, dude. Stop that. Pick up the stick, please. No. Sir. Friend. Cancel. Pick up the stick. Yep. Pick it up. Cool. Let's go, boys. So it's, sorry. It's Cooper, Joker, and Buttercup, was it? Buttercup, are you holding the stick?
Commander.
You're not holding the stick, Buttercup, dude. What are you doing? Who's the 3rd level 3? 1, 2.
Commander.
Buttercup. No. Okay. Who's Peach? Peach. Can you put this down, please? And who's Buttercup?
Commander.
You put this stick up. Putting stick assigned. Why you do? Cancel that. Cancel that. Pick up the stick. Don't worry about that. Okay, walk back. Come on, my friend. Time is of the essence. So that, okay, I'm staring at the stick right now. Just grab it. Just grab it. Buttercup. Come on, dude. I believe in you. I believe in you, Buttercup. Hey, there we go. Rough. The sandals on the way to being done. So I kind of prioritize sandals because it means that they save energy. 35% is quite a lot. And what's it called? The better I can save their energy, the less time it's going to take for them to start going to sleep. Or the less they have to sleep. That's my theory. Don't know if that's how it works, but got you, then got you. Let's hit him as a group, boys. Yeah, let's hit him as a group as might as well. Okay, cool. Stop So we'll skin you while we're there. This capsule, so skill capsules are what you use to gain perks. So I thought there was two. There was one on the ground. Wasn't someone holding one? One of you guys was holding a skill capsule? No? Am I seeing things? I might be seeing things. We have 96 leaves. And we have 3 stone. Okay. Skill capsule complete. Objectives is... Oh, look at that. Look at that. Don't make those weird noises. Just in case it looks a bit funny, let's just save the game. Okay, I'm sorry. 97 leaves, next objective. Let's do bandages. Bandages means we just have to finish this and get 3 bandages. So we finish this task as soon as we do this. Stop the shake. Okay, let's install that. So to install the skill capsule, what they do is they bring the skill capsule and they give it to the quantum computer. So now that you're finished, we're going to build 3 bandages. 1, 2, 3, and some mini ones as well. So next let's hit some skirts. 4 skirts. 4. We should have enough leaves to do all the constructing that we need. So I might get another crafting table out and speed this up. It's gonna... Skill capture complete. So I like to have at least 2 crafting tables for bandages, so we're not waiting on bandages. And if I could get this somewhere, that'd be great. What's on my way? Oh, they're fine anyway. Put the other homeopathy table right here. Let's store this because you're kind of getting in my way. I don't need that homeopathy table anytime soon, really. You're doing nothing. So the you, I need to cut you. Get this scrap out of the way. First bear is coming kind of soon, but not too soon. Or I should just do my building right here. Construction, that's unlocked. It's going to be 1, 2, 3 first. Because you are just going to build them different. Let's just unlock this. Let's put our 3rd crafting table right here. Prioritize this, don't really need that too soon. So now we've kind of used up our early stone resources for the day. We're still getting some leaves. Keep our leaf income going up. And let's finish this building. What are you doing? You're drinking. Alright, so we're going okay so far. We're going to get objectives, and then we're probably going to end the episode after objectives. Because that's going to be our next big milestone to start completing that. My friend, what are you doing? Out of that, thank you. So Bushman, Captain, and Scientist. You, what is this? Daydream. Gathering furniture materials. Does that mean you? Awesome. Table is ready. Let's go. Get some wraps done. This is gonna be 1 more stick. 2 leaf bands. It's gonna be 2 leaf. Let's get 2 wraps. Okay, bandages is... Why is bandages not finished? Oh, you need small bandages. Clown. I thought it was just large bandages as well. That's all good. What are you doing, Cooper? Talking. I'm all for talking, my friend, but we got stuff that needs to be done, yes? So for trees, it kind of works in your benefit to leave trees that are close to you to shake, because that's your wood supply. What are you doing over there? So we want to cut down this tree, eventually we want to cut down that tree, so let's cut this done. If we get that building done, that'd be awesome. So leaves, we have 72 leaves, which is quite a lot. Oh, another thing I want to make is actually, before I forget, is packed tree leaves. What this does means that we're using for what's it called? Fire. Fuel fire. Let's equip people. Let's start from the top. Do some pants, do some shoes. Waist, shoes. Waist.
Yeah. Commander.
And let's go back to the top. Let's start. Wristband, gloves, person. Okay, right. Okay, that's what we're up to. One more. Oh wait, research. When did that finish? I didn't even realize. With the wooden base. Alright, so we're gonna end the episode here. We're pretty much on the way to be finishing off our crafting. It might have been a bit of a waste to build 3, because I only have 1 stone left. You're still prioritized, aren't you? You are, but you're not being done. I just want to cancel that shake. Opathy table is ready. I kind of use the 2 tables later on. I should be making a sleeping zone, which is my mistake. Because if you walk over someone who's sleeping, they get really annoyed. So let's make a sleeping zone. Let's make it near the fire. Is that in range? That's in range. We want to make a waste zone, so there's going to be a toilet near us. Put it down this hill. Bandages is finished. Yeah, so with that, we're going to end the episode here. On the next episode, we're going to be looking at our objectives 2. We're almost at level 4, so we should be getting some more research. On the way to finishing wooden base. Wooden base is what we need to start building the bases. We've put in a lot of effort to gathering leaves. So we're going to need leaves for bandages later on, so this leaf income is not going to go anywhere. We're going to get everyone clothed with our 3 crafting tables. After those 2 things are done, make sure everyone has a weapon, and then we're going to just power through these objectives. We're going to try and get this done, all these done before nightfall. Try and get at least 1 more drop. We're trying to get 2, because I eventually want to do stone walls, which I want everyone fully equipped for. So we'll probably do some of these easier ones first. That's the plan for day 2. So we'll see how that goes. And Foxy all out, and I'll catch you around while I need a name for my colony. I'm trying to think of a name for the colony. Well, Foxy all out. See you around.